Josephine, what's the Italian government's game plan here?
Well, as we know, the Italian government, the new populist government, has taken a very hard line on immigration and the arrivals of these migrants coming across the Mediterranean. And in the latest standoff, the Transport Minister Danilo Toninelli said even though the Diciotti had intervened, the coastguard ship had intervened and showed that Italy was committed to saving human lives, he said that Malta deserved some kind of sanctions for failing to take action. In the meantime, the Foreign Ministry is believed to be having conversations with other European countries. There have been phone calls between the Foreign Minister and the French President Emmanuel Macron and the German Chancellor Angela Merkel to try and resolve this latest standoff. Now, there were 190 migrants on this ship. 13 have been taken ashore for medical care, including children and a woman who reportedly suffered some sort of violence in Libya. But there's still strong support from Italians for this hardline approach by the government, which has seen an incredible reduction in the number of arrivals. 100,000 arrived between January and this period last year in 2017. This year, that number's dropped to 20,000. Having said that, there's also been some lively debate on social media. Some people saying the approach of the government is laughable and there should be greater compassion shown to these migrants who are stranded off the coast of Lampedusa.
Well, this migrant crisis is really highlighting the growing tensions between Italy and Malta, both countries on the front line, and it's sparked a sort of political tug of war.
That's right, and that's likely to continue. This week we saw some comments going backwards and forwards, Malta saying that it wasn't up to Malta to intervene and rescue these particular migrants. Matteo Salvini also posted a photo on Twitter of another dinghy with overcrowded migrants, an overcrowded dinghy with migrants, saying, is someone going to intervene here or is it going to be sent in Italy's direction? And that dinghy was apparently in Maltese waters. So there's a constant backwards and forwards here between the Italian government and the Maltese. The Maltese government has been unwilling to accept migrants. And even though it has reluctantly accepted some recently, it's also been actively involved with other European countries to try and share the load. And we saw that earlier this week when 5 European countries intervened, particularly France, Germany, Luxembourg and Portugal, to try and take some of those migrants that arrived, 141 migrants that were rescued by the Aquarius ship in the latest rescue. But this standoff between Italy and Malta is likely to continue because many of these migrants are passing through the waters closest to these two countries when they are immediately rescued off the coast of North Africa and Libya.
OK, Josephine, thank you very much for